Jack here with the Hobby Lair, and today we are looking at the Festival in a Box Chicago 2025, and we're doing a worth it video. Is it worth it to buy this little bundle box? This box is available very soon, starting on February 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. Pacific, so save that on your calendars so you don't miss out on this. And spoiler alert, this is something that you will definitely want. Alright, so the release of this was just announced this week, and it will be available in 2 weeks from now. Let's take a look at what we have inside. You get the Mystery Booster Box 2, so you get a full box of the Mystery Booster 2, and this is a ton of fun to open or to draft, mainly because of these Future Sight cards that you can get, and some of them are worth quite a bit. And unlike the previous Festival in a Boxes, this one doesn't have any regular set packs, no collector packs. This just has the Mystery Booster 2 and a bunch of promos. So the first set of promos is Animar and Friends. This is a secret lair drop that is exclusive to this box, so you have to buy the box to get these cards. The art actually looks really good, and there's nothing crazy like the weird flippy cards where half of the text is on the front, half of it's on the back, and you have to flip it. None of those shenanigans. This just looks like a full art Magic card with really cool art. I actually dig the art on these a lot, and we'll dive into each one in a little bit. Alright, so these are the other set of promos that you can get. We get 2 Future Sight cards, Ponder and the First Sliver, awesome little pickups there, a little test card, and a Sarah the Benevolent. This is a Planeswalker, but it's a retro frame, very funky looking. I'm not actually a huge fan of these Planeswalkers because it's hard to tell, like that says 4 right there. A lot of it just kind of blends in, and then this stuff is also not super apparent. Just not a big fan of the way that they do these, and that is it. So that is all you get there. Again, there are no booster packs at all in this outside of the Mystery Booster 2. You just get 2 sets of promos. So now let's dive into whether or not this is worth it. Alright, so the first thing I usually look at is a direct comparison of prior versions of this product. This one is from a Las Vegas 2023 Festival in a Box. This is the current TCG player pricing on this, and it's currently going for right around $430 plus 20 bucks shipping, so $450. And this one, again, had a bunch of booster packs, as well as a very expensive Dan Frazier Artifacts box with a Soul Ring and a Mox Opal. Super, super nice. Anyway, this was from 2023. This one is the most recent one from Vegas 2024, and it's going for right around $420, so pretty similar, $420, $450, both a lot higher than the anticipated $250 that the new one will cost. Already you can kind of tell that it's pretty worth it. In this one, you also had packs, except for you had 3 collector boosters from recent sets at the time, and then 2 sets of promos again. So it's a bummer that they didn't include any other normal set collector boosters or regular boosters. Those were definitely a little fun pickup and added a little extra value. Alright, now let's check out Mystery Booster 2. The listing for this, it's looking like the lowest is right around $360. The market price is $380. After this newest one releases, most likely it will go down a little bit, but it'll probably bottom out right around the $300 range, which is still higher than the $250 you're going to be paying for the Festival in a Box, and you get all those cool promos. So this might be a really quick and easy video, but let's take a quick look at all of the promos as well. We can check out what the values are for those. Alright, so I've gone ahead and just put all of the new promos here on the bottom. Man, the arts there look really, really nice. One awesome thing that they did here was these are not actually reprinted in a lot of cool, awesome artwork. There's very few printings of a lot of these cards, so this is going to be a pretty awesome little secret lair. So let's take a quick look at Animar first. This is a pretty popular commander. The regular card goes for right around market price. It's looking like 12 bucks. And then the foil etch version is going for right around 36 to 42. I think this will probably settle right in the middle there, maybe around 20 bucks, because it's nicer than all these. But it probably won't go to the $40 price point just because it will be mass printed, and it's not a card that you really have to chase. So I think it'll probably settle right around the $20 range there. Looking at the next card here, this is All Will Be One, and crazy thing, there was only ever 1 printing of this card, and then, you know, you had the little promos, but only 1 printing, no reprints of this card, and it's going for right around market $13.29. I think this one will also settle right around the $15 to $20 range here. So far this secret lair is looking pretty good. Onto Benevolent Hydra. Let's take a quick look. And again, just a single printing from Jumpstart 2022. This one I don't even think has a foil version. Oh, by the way, all of these are going to be foil when you buy them. And yeah, it doesn't seem like this actually has a foil printing, just a regular printing in Jumpstart 2022. And that printing is going for right around 13 bucks. So this is another one where it could definitely settle between 15 and 20 because it's a much nicer printing than just the regular printing. Next, we have Forgotten Ancient. This one has a bunch of reprints. No secret layers or really cool artworks, but there's a lot of different treatments. We have retro frames, we have multiple arts, so this one has been reprinted a lot. Sadly, this will not be one of the more valuable cards. It'll probably settle right around the $1 to $2 range. And lastly, we have Mulldrifter. A very, very cool art of Mulldrifter. Mulldrifter has been printed before in secret layers. For example, here, this one is from I think it was a kid's secret layer or something, or maybe let me see if this one was like the kids drawing secret layer. So this has been printed a couple of times, and sadly it's not a super valuable card, right around $1 to $2 range again. Moving on, we have Ponder. So this is where it starts to get really interesting because we have these Future Sight frames that are really, really popular, and one of the reasons that Mystery Booster 2's price has been driven up so much. Yeah, so the normal artwork's right around the $2 range. Once you get into some of the funkier secret layer ones, you will definitely see some higher pricing. And well, this was the latest secret layer with the Dungeons and Dragons. I think it'll probably fall somewhere around this with the Future Sight frame and the unique artwork. So right around $16, I think makes a lot of sense for that. This is just to show that these convention cards, these test cards, they don't do super well. This one is Convention Morrow, which was from the last Mystery Booster / Festival in a Box bundle, and it's going for $1. So you can pretty much just ignore these. They're pretty fun to play with, and I think this one specifically would be a lot of fun, but you're not going to get a ton of value from those. On to Sarah the Benevolent. This one's pretty simple. There is a secret layer drop that's currently going for around $9, and it'll probably be something pretty similar to that. It's pretty unique. Funnily enough, Mystery Booster 2 actually had a Sarah the Benevolent printed in the white border. So that's a pretty new printing of it, and yeah, cool little white border there. And last but not least is the first Sliver. This is probably the biggest banger in this set of promos. This guy has a really cool movie poster printing from a secret layer drop. I think this was just last year or the year before, and it's going for right around that $40 to $50 mark. But overall, the market price for this is, sitting at $40 for all of the printings. I think this Future Sight frame is probably closest to maybe this retro frame. It's the same artwork, it's just a different treatment on that artwork, so it will probably fall in right around $40. Now, I'm really excited about this because I bought the Commander Masters pre-con for Slivers, and this was one of the biggest omissions, so I've been looking for this card. I just didn't want to throw down $40, but if I'm buying this anyway and it includes this, I will definitely be putting this into my Sliver Precon to upgrade it. Alright, so one other thing I enjoy doing is tossing all of this into Moxfield. Moxfield does a really good job of keeping up-to-date prices so that I can always refer back to this very quickly and see what the current prices are for everything. Sometimes I like to look back a year or two later and be like, hey, was this worth it? Is it still worth it? Has it gone up? Has it gone down? This is a great way to keep track of that and be able to look back on it anytime in the future and see the price changes. So if we look at the secret layer, it's right around $50 in value. And if we look at the promos, it's right around $65 in value. So there is a decent amount of value, over $100 worth of value in the promos outside of the Mystery Booster 2. By the way, I'll link this in the description in case you want to look back on it or refer to it. This is just a public Moxfield list. On to the final verdict. This is what we have. It is a MagicCon Chicago Festival in a Box. The market value of the contents come in at right around $475. The cost, assuming it's the same as the previous Festival in a Boxes, is going to come in at right around $250. So the value is almost double what the cost is. That is pretty darn good in my book. So is it worth it? It gets a big fat yup. I think this is going to be a no-brainer for a lot of people. The only big question is, the price tag is actually kind of big for a Magic product, right? $250. Could it be better spent in other things? That's where you're going to have to kind of pick and choose and figure out what product is best for you and what product is the most fun to open. I will say that this product is probably one of the most unique products. It's definitely not a very standard product at all. It's a very exciting opening experience with friends, a fun drafting experience, or if you just want to find some Future Sight cards that could be worth a decent chunk of cash, this is also a lot of fun to open. And finally, the release date is February 3rd at 9 a.m. Pacific. Just a quick reminder, it's the official Magic Secret Lair website. This most likely won't sell out immediately. The last one took a couple of days to sell out, so this one will most likely be up for a while. But once it does sell out, if you try to buy it on the secondary market, you're probably paying around $400 for it. So if this is something that you want, I would definitely recommend getting in on it early and not having to buy it from the secondhand market. That's it for this video. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And yeah, let me know what you think about this format of just kind of going through and talking about a product. I usually do a lot more openings on this channel, but I kind of like this format and I enjoy talking about financial stuff. So if you guys want me to do more videos like this, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And yeah, talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.